This is the Motorola Edge 30 Ultra. As flagship phones go, the Moto Edge 30 Ultra certainly ticks all the right boxes on paper. Like the design, the display ticks a lot of the right boxes. It's a big 6.67-inch OLED-based panel. It's Full HD Plus resolution, which is fairly standard, but it features refresh rates up to 144 Hz, giving you super smooth and sharp visuals. There's support for 10-bit color, which means over 1 billion colors, as well as HDR10+ compatibility. That means it is a very dynamic, sharp and contrast-rich display. All the top Android phones launched towards the end of 2022 have one thing in common: the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. It's the most powerful Qualcomm chipset available, and means you get a lot of power and speed, and better battery efficiency. When you combine that with 12GB RAM and 256GB storage, you have everything you need for a proper flagship experience. It's not just the overall performance that's speedy either. Motorola, like Oppo and Xiaomi, has launched a really fast charging system. At 125 watts, the latest iteration of turbo power can completely refill an empty battery in about 20 minutes. The charger comes in the box too, which means not having to buy an additional product to make the most of those wired speeds. If you want to take advantage of the phone's 50 watts fast wireless charging speeds, you'll need to fork out for the proprietary wireless charger from Motorola. We've known for years that merely pushing up the pixel count on a sensor doesn't make for better images. And so it's with some curiosity and skepticism that we approach the 200-megapixel sensor in the Moto Edge 30 Ultra's primary camera. It is a pretty large sensor at 1.22, and when shooting automatically, it doesn't try to use all of those pixels individually. Instead, it uses what it calls a quad pixel technology, which is essentially pixel binning, where pixels combine to form one bigger pixel to draw in more light and product better images. You have one primary camera, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide and a 12-megapixel portrait, or telephoto 2x zoom lens. There are no junk 2-megapixel sensors anywhere. Even the front camera features a 60-megapixel image sensor. The Edge 30 Ultra got skinny bezels, a look which is enhanced further by those aforementioned curves in the glass, and the tiny punch hole cutout for the selfie camera means there's nothing really that gets in the way of that screen. On the software side, it runs Moto's version of Android 12, which for the most part is the same version you'll find on Google's Pixel phones. It's pretty close to stock Android, but still has a few Motorola tweaks here and there. The Motorola Edge 30 Ultra will get 3 major software updates, which sounds great, until you remember it launches running on Android 12, and Android 13 has already started its rollout. However, you will get 4 years of security patches. Overall, just from having a short time with it, it feels like a design that should appeal to a lot of people. If you want a big screen phone, but don't want to feel like you're holding a brick, it could be worth considering. If you have gotten value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe to Tech 5 for more.